It's fresh, it's credible, it's information, news, sports, and entertainment from and about the North Coast parishes of St. Anne, St. Mary, and Portland. Now for the news.
Good day. This is the latest edition of the weekly newscast from the North Coast Times. This is episode 55. You can always go to the North Coast Times YouTube channel for these broadcasts and more. I am Rowena Newman Ridley. Here are the headlines. 24-year-old nurse is Miss St. Mary Festival Queen. Prime Minister assures St. Anne residents of water improvements. 14-year-old charged in Ochi High shooting. Her 100th birthday was at the weekend, and they had a party in Portland for her. St. Anne Major League semifinals playoff to start. The headlines are brought to you today by the Fast Parts, Auto Parts and Accessories, James Avenue, Ochi, St. Anne. Call them at 876-475-5202. And now the news in details. A 24-year-old nurse is St. Mary Festival Queen 2024. Shamoya May Bailey, a registered nurse at Anotobe Hospital, was crowned on Saturday evening at Port Maria in St. Mary. Miss Bailey wore the sash Miss Airy Hill. First runner-up is 18-year-old Onika Kubri, Miss Brainerd, and a sixth form student of St. Mary High School. Second runner-up is 22-year-old Damoya Dozovado, records officer at the JCF Administration Office in Port Maria. She wore the sash Miss Bailey's veil. Nurse Bailey was also judged most congenial, most popular on social media, and most active in the community. That crowning means that all the festival queens for 2024 in the parishes of the Northeast have been chosen. They are, for St. Anne, Onicia Henry, a university student and entrepreneur. In St. Mary, Shamoya May Bailey, and from Portland, Tamisha Wilson, an artist. They will join queens from the other parishes for the national finals in August. Stories on the three festival queens from Portland, St. Anne, and St. Mary are available on the North Coast Times website. Residents in parts of St. Anne are being assured that improved water supply is coming to some communities. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, as well as Minister with responsibility for water Matthew Samuda, have been speaking about projects for water in the parish. Mr. Holness participated in a groundbreaking ceremony for the Brownstown to Retreat pipeline project in St. Anne on Friday, June 21. And also on the weekend, Mr. Samuda assured residents of the exchange area in northeast St. Anne of a major water project that would end their water worries. In the case of the Prime Minister, he was in Brownstown at a groundbreaking ceremony for the Minard Well. It has already been announced that a new well is to be installed and provide more reliable supply for the communities served by Minard. That well has had regular breakdowns, causing grief to several communities left without water for days. Speaking about the Minard to Retreat pipeline, Mr. Holness said, quote, "This is a big deal. It is a big thing for the people of Retreat." Prime Minister Holness stated, when a government can announce that it is going to connect a community and over 1,500 persons will benefit from that connection, it is a big deal for that community. End quote. We will be right back after this short break.
Fast Parts Auto Parts. Auto parts and accessories. When we say fast, we mean fast. We get the parts you need from Burt's. Same-day service. In fact, we get parts from Kingston 3 times a day. Visit today. Fast Parts. 6 James Avenue, Ocho Rios. Call now at 876-475-5202 or 876 837-4499.
Cool Oasis service stations are the fastest, coolest service stations around. Drive through and buy your phone cards from Cool Biz. Yes, it's easy. No paper, no pin. From the fastest, coolest service stations. Quality fuels, lubricants, and refreshments at the lowest prices. The cleanest restrooms and the smoothest service to make your drive even cooler. From the fastest, coolest service stations, get cool service and cool stuff fast at Cool Oasis service stations island-wide.
Please remember to subscribe to the North Coast Times YouTube channel. Remember, stories you hear or see here are on the North Coast Times website, northcoasttimesja.com, and on our Facebook page. Continuing the news. Hilda Mae Richards turned 100 on Saturday, June 22, 2024. The following day, Sunday, family members and friends went to the community of Hart Hill, Portland, to celebrate with the centenarian. Goddaughters Kenisha Taylor and Carlene Cowan and godson Gregory Baugh led the proceedings. Miss Richards said, "I feel all right to be 100 under the blessings of God Almighty." Miss Richards is from Cox Peace in St. Mary, but has spent the last 53 years living at Hart Hill, Portland. Some of our relatives from the St. Mary community also attended the birthday party. Her caregiver, Pamela Hendricks, said it was her joy and pleasure to care for the centenarian. Pastor Winsome Thomas and Edna Murray from Mount Faith Apostolic Church of God participated in the praise and worship. Miss Richards cut her cake with her 3 godchildren and "Happy Birthday" was sung. The centenarian said, "Although I don't have a child, I have many. I don't know if anybody hates me, but I know that I am beloved by many with God." The 14-year-old Ochi High School boy arrested for taking a gun to school that ended up shooting one of his classmates is before the courts. The boy, who cannot be named because he is a minor, was charged days after the incident at his school that led to a 12-year-old girl being shot in the leg. The boy has been charged with wounding with intent with the use of a prohibited weapon. The charge arose out of an incident on Monday, June 17, after the boy had reportedly taken a gun to school and was showing it to friends. It went off and the girl was struck in the thigh. He is to return to court later this week. We will be right back with you after this short break.
If you want great Jamaican cuisine in a relaxed atmosphere by the sea, Roxborough Restaurant, Bar and Grill is the place to be. This cozy, private restaurant specialized in seafood plus Jamaican dishes including curry goat, fried and baked chicken. We are open for breakfast at 8 a.m. and serve meals through the day until 10 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays. On Fridays to Sundays, we are open at 8:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Our bar service has got rave reviews. Come experience top-class service and fine Jamaican meals. We are easy to reach at St. Anne's Bay next to the Island Traffic Authority. Call us at 87656266725 or 5367950.
Thank you for staying with us. We continue with the news from the North Coast Times. Monique in St. Anne has a support agency for young adults. The youth organization undertaking National Growth, Young, and One Step Forward Consultancy has launched a social services hub. It is a sensory room and parent resource center. The hub is in its early stages of development, and it is to get support from the St. Anne Health Department. It was launched on the 10th Biennial Diaspora Conference, Diaspora Day of Service, Thursday, the 20th of June 2024. It is a project of Ochi High, who is from the community and now lives and works in the UK. As the Portland FA, Portland Cooperative Credit Union, under 17 football competition continued. Leaders Wi-Fi clipped third place, Progressive, 3-2 at Snow Hill, as second place Portlanders went by Villagers 4-0. Wi-Fi led the point standings with 7 points, followed by Portlanders with 5. The semifinals of the St. Anne Major League start Wednesday, June 26, with Black Stars against Steertown at Drax Hall. The second match of the round will take place at the same venue on Thursday, June 27, with defending champions Madras up against Exchange. Madras completed their fixtures, winning 7 matches and drawing 1 to end with 22 points at the top of the tables. Next were Black Stars with 16 points, representing 5 wins and a draw and 2 losses. In third place were Steertown and fourth place Exchange. Thank you for watching the North Coast Times news package. To reach the North Coast Times, send email to editorial@northcoasttimesja.com. Please remember you can get the regular updates of the news by visiting the North Coast Times website and Facebook page. You'll also find the news on Instagram and TikTok. On behalf of the team, I am Rowena Newman Ridley.
That's the news from the North Coast Times. You can always find more news and features on the North Coast Times website and Facebook page. You may reach us at WhatsApp 876-503-9995. The North Coast Times News.